What's going on, Temple nerds? Randy here with Nerds Templar, hanging out our second Quartermaster's stream, Quartermaster's vlog, if you will, vlogcast, vodcast, I suppose. That is where we look at our TCG marketplace, our eBay marketplace at some point. We're not going to look at it now because I don't have a whole lot of stuff on there yet, but maybe we'll look at some of the things I plan on posting there. But yeah, that's what this stream is for. This is number 2. It's nothing too crazy, obviously, just chilling. Think of it as just a quick chat session, a quick coffee for about a half hour, maybe 45 minutes or so. What you see here, spread out, the spread we got is not what we have up for sale, but it is for sale. We're limited right now on TCGPlayer to 100 items. So I posted some commons and uncommons and maybe a couple rares early on. Slowly, I'm changing that. I'm getting more valuable cards in as I evaluate things. So products are switching around. Hopefully soon, though, with one more sale, that's all we need. We made one. We need 2 to get to level 2 seller on TCGPlayer. And once that happens, we'll have a stock of, instead of 100, it'll be a stock of 500 total maximum, which is a huge jump. It's not necessarily, massive. The next jump at 21 sales, which is really nothing at all. Once we hit that 500, I think that'll be really. I mean, that's how they make it, right? They make it, I think, in such a way that you can post basically just enough products probably to entice about 20 more sales to get you to the next step, level 3 seller, which is 50,000 items total maximum that you can post, which is basically, for me, it's basically going to be infinite at that point. But it does hit an infinite spot, an infinite point at the next level, maximum level seller level 4, and that only takes 51 total sales. I don't think it's 51 more sales. I think it's 51 total. So after 21, so which means that you'd need 31 more or whatever, or 30 more. Sorry. So, or I would, or anyone would. So really not too bad. About 50 sales, really 50, if I'm doing it, if that's correct, that it's total 50 sales, 51 sales for level 4, then we're only 50 away. But again, just one sale away from being able to post another 400 items, including, again, these cards will probably, some of these at least, will probably be going up soon. I'll have to unpost some of the cheaper stuff I have, which is fine. Some of this will get posted. Maybe the full art Glare and Berserker V here, yeah. This is the regular one up here. These are Lost Origin, and then the full art version, and then the Pidgeot V maybe. I think that's still used for now. Some cool full arts from from Crown Zenith here. I talked about this one in a past episode here. I really like this card. This is actually the only copy I have of it, so I am kind of tempted to keep it myself there. The Magmortar with the Magmortar and Electivire there in the art. But a pretty cool Hisuian Gudra V there, or just a Hisuian Gudra. Miltank, and that's the Zacian V-Star, which I believe that'll probably be posted there because that's used, I believe, still as well. And also this Regieleki V Max, putting that on. Maybe Brandon if he's worth anything. But all of these are late Sword and Shield, as most of the stuff is that I'm posting. If it's not, other than the Play Pokemon promo or Play Pokemon Tournament prize pack cards, those are the only. They're basically the same, mostly late Sword and Shield. But there are some a little later, and a couple I think a little earlier. And that. We'll see those. We'll be looking at my shop right on TCGPlayer in a moment. That's basically all all we'll be doing here. Looking at a couple other cards as well. But this is, yeah, I wanted to show these for sure, especially first because I forgot to in a couple other streams, I think. What else do we have here? We do have the full art Galarian Obstagoon there. And that's from, these are all Astral Radiance. And in the back, this back line here, the Whimsicott V, the Whimsicott V Star, and the two Dedenne full arts. Those are Brilliant Stars. Yeah, and then everything here is Astral Radiance. This line here is, wait. Yeah, this is the Lost Origin line with the Radiant Gardevoir at the top. This is our Silver Tempest 3, and then on the end there were the Crown Zenith cards. Some of those might not be usable, but hey, they're mostly just full art. Actually, they're all Fs, so yeah, you could use all those still for this year if you wanted to, but I don't know how many of those are actually used. I know the Zacian V-Star is. I don't know how much is used, but I know it is a deck. So there's that. Sorry for the camera tumbling around. It is on a wheelie stool here. Wheelie swivelly stool. It's kind of perfect for it as long as I don't move it, roll it around too much. There you go. There you have that. Also in the back there, one of the only other cards that's a later card than Sword and Shield, but not from the auction. That's my own Alakazam EX, the second one I pulled, which is why we're selling it off. I gotta say, I'm considering some changes in the way I'm going about things. I still want to do the collecting of everything, which is what I plan on. Everything that Pokemon puts out, pretty much, which is kind of easy. Once we get rolling, it'll be pretty easy to do. The biggest thing right now is that I'm also backtracking and getting a lot of Sword and Shield stuff. Mostly, it's just me trying to get Sword and Shield stuff. I might even go further back at some point and snag at some point in the future and snag some even earlier stuff that might be super cool to open here on the stream. But that'll be later. For now, we're going to stick mostly to. I am gonna, well, depending on how things go, of course. Like, comment, subscribe. That all really helps, of course. And of course, if you want to make any other sort of donation to the channel, you can always think of any purchase from the shop as a donation, even from the eBay shop. That's where, you know, all the off brand, if you will, things would go. Anything that I can't sell on TCGPlayer is going to go to the eBay shop. Right now, I have the Toxic High School, Superman 3 from 1983 Topps packs, and the Skybox Comic Universe cards, Premier Edition cards. Those three, I have about 34 packs of each of those, so pretty much almost a full box of each of those. And I have them in like bulks of like 4 sets of 4 each or something on eBay. And if you buy more than one of those bulk sets, then you get 10% off. Increasingly, and I think I have in the notes there or something that if you just buy the entire thing, I'll give you an even bigger deal. Well, I'll give you the deal that it is, but then I'll also give you the other couple packs that didn't fit into those bulk lots that I kind of divided out. There's like 2 extra packs for each then that would be held if someone would buy all those bulk lots. There would be a couple extra packs here of each, I'm pretty sure. So if someone were to buy all of them at once, I would throw those couple extra packs in as well. So you'd get the discount for buying all of them together, for 10, I don't know if it's, I think I might have done 10, 15, 20, or maybe it is 10, 20, 30% off for buying the bulk, the bulk of the bulks. But then, yeah, again, if you buy them all, I'll give you the extra couple packs on top of the discount. Super good stuff. Again, think of that kind of stuff. If you're not like super tempted, but it is relatively cheap, I would say. If you have the money to just throw around, I suppose. Think about it, like I said, as a donation to the channel. It's a nice way to do that and see where we go from here. But yeah, I do have plans on changing slightly the way I'm going about doing things. And it kind of just occurred to me that I'm spending way too much money on decks. I love getting the decks, and I will continue to do that at a slow, much slower pace. But yeah, a very much slower pace. I need to pretty much stop for now. In fact, not only that, I'm going to be very meticulous about the things I get. I'm not going to say too much more, but because you'll pretty much see as we go, and I don't want to give too much away. But suffice it to say, I think the way we're going to do things in the future is going to be one, probably a little more interesting for the collection series, collection videos, collection streams, and two, more, I guess, more financially advantageous for me in many different ways. I think I'll probably, I don't know. I think I'll be able to start increasing the stock, increasing the things we do on the channel a little more if I make the changes I'm going to make. Oh, also one other thing I'm going to mention here. You can see several things in the back there that we do have sealed products for sale. For now, not too many. In the future, probably more. But the one thing right now that I'm thinking about the sealed stuff, not this stuff here, moving it out of the way. These are, what is this? Oh yeah, those are my, speaking of Pokemon starter decks and other structure decks, that's what those are. Some of the sleeved ones I have there, the Blastoise, Venusaur, and EVV decks. I unsleeved Cinderace and Pikachu V from the Battle Academy. I'm going to do Eevee as well. I'm thinking about what sleeves I can give, 3 sets of them that I can give to, I already gave some to them, but to my nieces and nephews, I want to give them just that whole Battle Academy, but I'd rather them also have some sleeves to put those cards in just to kind of get used to using them and so they don't immediately damage all those cards, even though the thing only costs 13 bucks on Walmart, which is awesome, or 14 bucks maybe. But that is a really nice low price for 3 structured decks, which are easy to use. Again, though, I myself just recently made my own. There's only about 23 cards per deck right now. I'm gonna I wanted to get it to 30. If I can get it to 30, that'll be nice. And then they could be combined to make 60 card decks of 2 different types, but there's one of each type there. And it's basically, I think, a lot like the my first battle decks that they make would have been, except mine might be, well, it's actually probably a lot like it. Mine are made to have only, well, the thing about theirs is that they actually make more sense like the Pokemon. Mine are just like thrown together with whatever earlier Sword and Shield cheap bulk that I had to put, that I could put in there. And also, but then at the same time, there's not a whole lot of cards you can use because one of the things I was trying to do, although the My First Battle things use, very specific cards to that, you can't even use those cards in the real game because they have different card backs and all that. And yeah, they're completely different. Like the Battle Academy are actual cards from actual sets. They just have stamps on them, on the front, on the card part. So you could use them if you really wanted to in actual tournaments. But these other ones you can't. But mine, yeah, the whole thing is that there's all the attacks have no extra words to them. So it's just the cost, the attack name, and the damage, and then you have the Pokemon name and their hit points, and it's pretty much all you need to know. And so you can basically probably learn the game a year earlier, maybe as a kid, a year earlier than you normally could. And then that'll help you to ramp up into starting to use the cards that have some easy, simple rolls to the attacks and maybe even some abilities and things like that. Or you add abilities in later. The trainers, even I have some trainers in, but the trainers, I'm not even concerned about what the words are on the trainers. I tried to get all the same ones, but I couldn't. I at least got them that are similar. So where there's like supporter cards with 1 person on them, supporter cards with 2 people on them, and they're mostly the same. There's only like 2 or 3 varieties of each of these. Supporters with 1 person, supporters with 2 people. Actually, each deck has then one like custom specific supporter with 1 person card that's specific to each different deck. That's kind of the leader, if you will, of the deck. And then there's also Pokeballs, different types of Pokeballs, but that's all, they all do the same things. Like if it's a supporter with 1 character on it, then you draw 2 cards when you play that. Supporter with 2 characters on it, you draw 4 cards when you play that. There's only 1 of those per deck. And then if it's a Pokeball card, then you search your deck for a Pokemon, because they're all basic Pokemon. So you just search your deck for a Pokemon, do the shuffle. So very simple rules. You don't even need to know what the cards say. In fact, they don't. That's not what the cards say. So it's good that you don't. Maybe they don't read the card. But then eventually, the kids will be like, "Oh, that's not what this card actually says. It says to do this," and then you can be like, "Yes, you're right. Now it sounds like you might be ready to go to the next step and actually use these cards the right way." And that's where, hopefully, at some point we can get enough bulk, specifically even of this early Sword and Shield, just because that's what I'm using already, and it's probably like one of the cheaper cards to get right now. Or I guess maybe just get Scarlet Violet, the newest bulk. That might be the cheapest. It's either that or the early Sword and Shield, I would say right now. I guess maybe even late Sword. Anyway, all right. So that's that. Some fun. I think we might try to even use those today. My sister and her kids are going to come over, and maybe I don't know what we're going to do. We might play some of my games. We might play some Pokemon. And if we do play Pokemon, though, it'll probably be using those decks because it'd be easiest. And if the boys who are younger end up getting bored of it, then maybe the girls and I will play some Disney Lorcana. And maybe if it's just the oldest girl who wants to play still, then maybe her, me, and her mom will try to do a 3-way Lorcana battle. That'll be fun because I do want their mom to learn how to play. I think she'd also enjoy Pokemon. She never did any battling because we never did it back when we collected back in the day. We never battled, but we played a lot of chess back in the day against each other. We played a lot of other video games. We played tons of board games, Risk, Monopoly. We used to have Risk nights all the time. Lord of the Rings Risk specifically, because that's just the best. That's one of the best board games. But yeah, speaking of, we are going to have a Temple Foundry vodcast as well that I'm going to start in. At some point, it'll be on Saturday mornings. This is the Wednesday morning Quartermasters stream here, doing the marketplace stuff. I hope you like my Darth Vader orchestra shirt or whatever it is, Darth Vader theater shirt. But then, yeah, Saturday mornings we're going to do the Temple Foundry podcast. Maybe I'll start it this week, maybe the next week, but it's just basically I'm going to talk about games as much as I can, talk about my own games, and even solicit some help from you fellows out there, as I did in the last, I think it was the last of this, the first episode of this Quartermaster stream. I think we went through a bunch of that. It was either that or something else. I'm not sure now. It was one of the last streams we did, though. It ended up going pretty long because of that. Actually, it might have been my Friday Pokemon stream. But we talked for a while about different images I'm looking for my own trading card game. Just a couple simple ones for now. I didn't put out too many. Just a few for now. And we'll see how long it takes for you artists out there to stop by and see what's going on. Check things out. I would like to also start streaming on Twitch simultaneously at some point. I used to do that back in the day when I would stream gaming stuff, stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I'll probably do it at some point. I've been also posting videos, the backlogs of everything on Rumble, which I also wouldn't mind streaming on. I just don't know if that would be a big enough platform at the moment. Try to actually grow a channel. Our growth is already very, very slow / natural, I would say, because we're not going to be doing any ridiculous things to get growth, or like I'm not going to blow a bunch of money on cards just to get a bunch of subs for opening a sealed base set thing and then ripping up a mint Charizard or something like that, because I'm not stupid, and that's not why I'm doing this channel. It's Nerds Templar. Mostly, actually, it's about bringing the culture back to Christ. So it's about kind of baptizing gaming in a sense, in the sense that I'm going for with a lot of things here, baptizing gaming and also just entertainment in general, because I also do write my own stories, but then the gaming kind of goes along with that. We do the tabletop stuff. I made my own do my own campaigns as well as my own system, I suppose you could say, the game itself. Anywho, here you see Nerds Templar, because that's for the Foundry stream. This is the Quartermaster stream. And again, this is a nice way, I would also say, to help the channel grow, help us grow, help our online market here grow, online shop, which will help the channel itself grow. It'd be great, good stuff. And like I said, I'll be posting better and better things as we go. So if there is something a little cheaper here that catches your eye for some reason, not that you couldn't obviously get it from 1,000 other sources, but maybe there's a combination of things that catches your eye that is maybe a little less likely to be found at multiple sources. Bear in mind that you're paying the $1.22 shipping fee for whatever. I don't have the $5 off or free shipping for $5 plus purchases. I don't know how that works. I don't know if I can do it at the seller level I'm at. That might actually take being a top level seller. You see there, 100% one sale. Yes, thank you to the first person who bought something. That was amazing of you. Even though he bought 2 of the 4 Star Wars Unlimited Spark of Rebellion packs I had, which was not Pokemon, just for the sheer fact that he was the first person, I should have thrown in one of my Pokemon Boost, Pokemon promo things here, which I also meant to mention. This is my box of duplicates that I've pulled myself here. This big box, not this small one here. Well, that's too bad. I'm gonna have to pick all those cards up now and there. This box, though, is the promos. I should have given him one of these, but I don't know. Maybe he would have found it completely useless. Yes. So it's, yeah, I do still have mine here. It's Professor Willow Pokemon Go promo. I don't know. I think it was like, it might have even been like $1 on TCGPlayer. But if you use the code, we are still in July. So if you use the code Precious Blood code, if you put in the notes or the comments of your purchase, Precious Blood, because this is the month of the precious blood of Jesus Christ, you'll get one of these Professor Willow promo, Professor's Research cards. Professor Willow is the character on the Professor's Research, like you see here. It's the same card, different character. He's the professor from Pokemon Go. It also has a code. I could have swore I still had it here. Now I'm not sure where I. Oh, there he is. Okay, yeah, it's way in the back over here. That's what he looks like there. And it has this big code. Don't bother trying to put that in Pokemon Go. I already did. It gives you special research. This is mine. I have 49 of these left because I used one. Also, these are the cards that I have for sale mostly right here, or potentially for sale, except for this Arvin here. That's going to our buddy from the comic shop who gave us a ton of well, his bulk, basically. Some decent cards, though, that are actually now posted on TCGPlayer, we'll see. He still needs that Arvin, so he is getting that for free for sure. More like a thank you than for free, I should say. One second. Got to pick these cards up here now. Yeah, that's what's in the left side of this box here that I'm kind of trying to pick up are the remainder of his bulk card, the cards he got from the tournament that was just this past Sunday. Good guy, Joey. Him. Another of our buddies, Preston, that we met there recently. The past few months I've been going there. Oh yeah, that was luckily no damage done. That was a decent one there. The reverse hollow Frogadier from him. That's the best one, the most valuable one from him that I haven't posted yet, I believe, unless there's another Play Pokemon one that I didn't post yet, which is possible. It's one or the other. In fact, there might be, because I don't think I did the. You know what? I didn't do my favorite, the Mimikyu, which I use in my deck. It's the unhollow one, but it wasn't worth a whole lot. I mean, it wasn't as bad as some, but it wasn't really as nearly as good as I thought it would be. But yeah, here you go. Anyway, actually, you know what I noticed? Bop, can do this. This is so much better here. Wait, that's not though. Oh yeah, never mind. Wait. Yeah, wait, what? We are not shopping Nerds Templar. We're shopping, it looks like we're shopping everything and everyone now, right now. There we go. Okay, all right. So now you can actually see uh, whether it is a regular or reverse hollow listing of mine, because it's misleading when you see market price 6 cents and then you see I have it listed for 25. Well, that's because it's a near mint reverse hollow. Again, bear in mind that it's the $1.22 shipping, but now that these cards are getting more and more valuable, you're easily, I think, if you're buying like five to 10 cards or whatever, you're easily that shipping is being accounted for. I would say being compensated for, especially because some of these cards I have actually brought down to a more reasonable price. I would say, I would hope. Some are still around just like the actual market value. But again, if you end up paying, getting some of these and paying just the one base flat shipping cost there for multiple cards, then those other cards end up becoming cheaper than you'll find in other places, if that makes sense. But then again, it's just that shipping cost, because I can't do I don't know how you get that yet. Free shipping on orders over $5. I also don't know how people swing that, because that seems like if you do that, I guess you're only really losing $1. You're probably losing a few bucks. You might actually be losing half that for someone who would order only $5. So sorry to the people who in the past I got orders of like $5 worth of cards from. That's probably where you do actually. That's probably not the worst purchase someone could make, but it's a pretty bad. I heard a bad one is like 3 or 4 booster packs, because you can't ship them off like I did. The two boosters, which you could do like 1 or 2 the same way. Once you start getting, I guess, to like 3 and 4, it starts becoming harder. It's like a little extra shipping and all that. But then I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at the post again about that. I have more of these Raltzes. In fact, I'm considering trying to play these myself at some point. I guess the next tournament I'll be in, unless I go over to a different place and try and check it out, which I might this weekend. I don't know, or maybe the weekend after this next Sunday, because I think maybe every other weekend would be a good goal for going out for Pokemon tournaments for now, at least. Maybe we'll go more in the future, or just do other tournaments in the future, but for now, maybe try to do once every 2 weeks, but at least once a month, I think, which would still probably put me at that place sometimes. I still haven't been there though. I'd really like to. I know the guy who runs them now. He's a really good guy. Just haven't been there. But yeah, I would like to try. The next tournament is going to be a pre-release one, so I won't be using my deck, obviously. But yeah, I want to try this Ralts with teleportation and burst, rather than the one with memory skip that comes in the Gardevoir EX deck. I guess it's probably newer. No, wait, yeah, they're both going to rotate out at the same time, because I'm pretty sure it's Silver Tempest. I don't have it here to check. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it is the same as the Kirlia. I could be mistaken. I have the Kirlia as well, though, and from the deck, the Refinement Kirlia. These cards are only on here because I know they're used right now, and I don't know if I'll like be able to sell them in person, because I don't know if I'll have any in-person sales soon enough that they'll still be like usable in a tournament. That's kind of why I have the Raltzes and the Kirlias still right now. The Raltzes I had at 20. I'm not sure why I had them at 20. I bumped them down to 15, which is much closer to the market price. I still think they're worth more than that, though, because I have a feeling, and again, the Gardevoir EX deck is being used now. I have a feeling that this Ralts is better than the memory skip one. The memory skip is cool because you get to block, you get to choose an attack that the opponent then can't use the next turn. Oh, yeah, look, it is the reverse hollow at least is going up. It means the normal, which is actually decreasing, should also increase. It was there for a little bit. And then it just dropped off to 12 for some. Maybe that was why I had it at 20 because of that weird drop there recently. That's strange. But 15 is okay. That's fine. I think that's basically what market value for it would be. So 20 was a bit of a stretch, I suppose, although it was up about that at some points there in the market price history. But yeah, so the memory skip's cool. But then in my experience, someone just says, well, okay, I'll just switch my Pokemon out and attack you with something else because all you have is a Ralt. Again, that doesn't always work. I've had success with memory skip in the past, but teleportation burst. I feel like this is so much better because the only time you really have your Ralts in the active spot is when you're stuck with it as your basic in the very beginning of the game, in the very beginning of the match, and in that case, you're hopefully going to be able to have something else on the bench in your first turn to switch into, and so it makes it a lot easier to do that if you play the Ralts with teleportation burst and you use that teleportation burst. Although I would say the one difference in that being it's not necessarily a bad thing to have to discard an energy from Ralts to retreat because you do kind of want energy in the discard pile anyway. I actually rarely use energy at all in the beginning of the game. I pretty much just constantly throw it in the discard unless I'm using. Obviously, I use one usually in the beginning for TM evolution to get my Ralts into Curlias, but then after that, and that usually also gets discarded once whoever used that gets switched out to the bench, and then probably something like Mimikyu or Fluttermane gets put in to block for a little bit. And at that point, Mimikyu and Fluttermane are probably not attacking, and if they do, I might toss one energy onto Mimikyu. It'll be Mimikyu if anybody, or I guess Fluttermane maybe sometimes. It's not a terrible attack that it has. In that case, throw one on, and maybe if I need to, either throw another on normally, or if I really need to, bring a Gardevoir out early and use her ability to put an extra one on in one turn and use that attack. Better with the Mimikyu because you can manage the 20 damage for putting an energy on him. It's normally not too bad because he's blocking V and EX Pokemon's attacks, so he usually doesn't take too much damage if you're dealing with them at least. Fluttermane, on the other hand, will probably just get wrecked by anything. Although, in that case, either way, might as well just do it. Sorry, rambling here about Gardevoir EX deck. But yeah, we got Hisuian Samurott still on here. I still kept these deck exclusives. I don't know. These are both, of course, reverse hollows there, which are also maybe going to come down at some point. Because again, if you think about at some point, if I try to sell these in person, I could even get 25 for each of these in person, maybe. I don't know if they'd actually sell. But then you never know when someone comes along, and if I don't do the math improperly, someone comes along and there's another time we got 100 cards that are 25 cents, and someone wants to buy the whole thing, and we sell it to them for that price itself, then it's like, yep, definitely worth it. And I think some people might actually do it. They might actually do it. I think if I would have sold my 10-cent cards for $100, or even 110, whatever, $100 would have just made more sense. It was about 1,100 cards. In fact, it was more than that if you count all the energies. So probably $110 for the entire 1,100 plus some energy box that I had. That's 10 cents per card of all commons and uncommons that were worth mostly under 5 cents. That would have been just an incredible, but I made the price way too high, like a dummy. So that was my own fault. Anyway, that Mewtwo is pretty cool, but again, it might come down. These rares I kept, but they might come down. Yeah, that's just a regular rare Snorlax there. Melodic. Now here's a new one. Our I talked about this one, right? The one I traded for dude for at Preston, my buddy Preston, at the last tournament, because he pulled this one. I pulled a water. He uses the waters. He trying to get all his water energies in his deck as hollow prize cards. So able to add one more in. Got the Registeel there still for now. Again, these cards, rare cards for 15 cents. I can probably, that's not bad, but I can probably, my thing here, for cards at least that were cheap enough, which I would start probably saying this counts as 15, around 15, 16 would probably work too, market price. I'd probably say that 2 for, and that's the unhollow cards, unhollow rares. 2 for 25 cents and 1 of the hollow rares for 25 cents. So like anything that would be under that value, I'm probably not going to sell online, at least not for now. Maybe at some point if I just really want to get rid of it. But like I'm saying, I think I might actually start maybe once a month on a Saturday or something, start doing like Pokemon or just like trading card expos in general. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Lorcana. That's kind of the thing I'm going for right now. I collect One Piece as well myself here and there, but I probably won't. I might sell it on TCGPlayer, some good cards, but that's probably about it. Ultra Ball now as well from, and this one was from Joey's stack that he gave us. So right there, I'm not sure. Let's check real quick. Arvin, leave my store. Let me go back to this version. And then prize pack. And the hollow, yeah, so we're talking, okay, he's crashing a little bit, so we're talking about 275, okay. All right, so yeah, that seems like a good trade. That seems like a good trade. That and even honestly, because he's such a good guy, and it would probably even it out much better. I could probably even throw in one of my Hollow Darkness energies if you really wanted it, or at least some of the unhollow ones or something. I don't know, because I think that is the only one I have that he needs is the Hollow Arvin. But the Hollow Ultra Ball came from him. We'll be able to get $1.50 for that one. And now, like I'm saying, a lot of these cards are usable now, so feel free to splurge here for me. Got these Dusknoirs. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep these on here or not. A little high for the reverse hollow for the market price is actually a lot nearer to that. But again, I'm probably going to end up selling, especially a rare reverse hollow, if I can do some in-person selling, which again I'm pretty sure I'm going to start doing soonish. I'd like to get at least one of those in this summer, hopefully more than that, and then maybe get one in the fall when it's still nice enough. A reverse hollow of a rare, I would hope that I could get like 50 cents for at something like that, at a place like that, which is still a lot cheaper than you probably find at like your collectible shops or your card shops, which will probably ask for like a cold dollar for it, I would say. Infernape may or may not stay there. I added another Gardenia's Vigor. We have 5 of those up there now. Those kind of cards, these trainers that I think some people still use, that's the only reason they're still on here, because I don't think they're probably going to crash, especially once they're not unusable, and then I'm not going to get much for them. Again, the only time I'd probably end up actually selling those in person is if someone would just buy the entire bulk lot, which again, I'm pretty sure someone eventually will do. There's going to be some point where that's going to happen. And at these expos or whatever I end up calling them, I would also like to buy, like more privately as I'm selling, also buy people's cards in return. The only thing with that is trying to manage doing that while people are buying. How do you you know what I mean? How do you buy stuff from other people while people are buying from you? I think you can probably understand the hang up there. Other people might just be like, oh, well, I'll give you this much more for that. when you're trying yourself to get to make some money on it. So it's about, I guess, doing a more private uh, purchasing of things, and then selling things obviously publicly. Which most people that are selling, like if they're going to come with a bunch of bulk, which is what I'm expecting, that's what I would mostly be buying, and I'd buy it for like 50% or something, maybe 60. Uh, It'd be like, because yeah, it's hard to even gauge that, and the reason people understand is because like if I buy your cards for I don't know, say 5 cents each, then I need to sell one card for 25 cents. Or I need to sell, yeah, one card for 25 cents per 5 cards just to make the money back. And you don't, who knows if you're going to sell one out of every 5 card, and who knows if you would even be able to get 25 cents for that. So that is kind of that's kind of where I'm going with that. Why people, I think, understand the much lower bulk should understand much lower bulk price purchases. But then some of these people, I feel like it's one or the other. You either get extremes, which are good, that are selling low on like the local marketplace, Facebook marketplace and such. But then you have the other silly people who are selling like extremely high their bulk stuff that they're trying to get rid of, that isn't even like in the best condition and isn't even good stuff, and they're asking like 2 to maybe even 3 times the market value for everything in bulk, and then they say, I won't sell in single. And the only people who would ever buy their stuff would be people who just want to buy 1 or 2 cards from them, but they want to sell all of it. It's People are funny. Maybe it's just my area, some people in my area, but the dark patch again. I mean, here I am trying to scrounge a couple cents out of every card, but that's really for shipping purposes and all of that. Trying to offset that, while if people buy several cards, those few cents for every card here or there kind of starts offsetting the extra costs that I'm paying as well. So just trust me. Maybe you already know the shipping costs are incredibly high right now. I wish I knew how crazy it was going into this, because that does actually change a whole lot. In fact, I meant to mention that I have sitting over here we have 3 build and battle boxes from Temporal Forces, which were all for sale. Now I only have 2 posted for sale. I guess I could, if they for some reason 2 of them immediately sell, I could always just put the other third one on there too to sell it. But if they're not going to sell, and at the price they're at, which is right now $14 plus my $5.99 shipping, I believe I have it at, or $4.99 shipping. We'll see what it is in a second. I'm not going to say, because like that, I'm actually losing quite a bit at that point, that I would rather just open that myself on a probably a Tuesday stream, because as we start ramping up here, I'd like my Friday streams to start getting bigger, being bigger openings that I'm doing, which means my Tuesday streams will be bigger openings as well, even though they're smaller than the Friday ones. Start doing 4 or 5, even maybe 6 packs. What I would really like to get to doing is doing like an ETB, or like half a booster slash the other half of a booster box, or like any other like really large collections Pokemon would do those kind of things on Fridays, and then use Tuesdays for or if they maybe even come out with like a ton of stuff at one time or something, but like use Tuesdays for when they come out with like 1 or 2 or maybe even just 3 smaller things, and I can purchase all those small things, and then open like 4 to 6 to maybe 7 or even 8 packs on Tuesday out of all those smaller products that they do. And then and then that would be nice, because that's how I could get a lot of those smaller products, at least some of them, at my local comic shop, and still give him some good business, because I'm trying to think of if I would start doing that and opening larger products, and kind of only larger products like that. He doesn't necessarily always have that, and his prices aren't always going to be the best for those, because what I'm going to be looking for in that regard are the things on sort of on sale, sort of not on sale, but at a little bit of a value, at least for maybe other card games. For Pokemon, I'd like to get to the point where we're opening them as they come out. The only problem with that is that if you go there, it's like what I don't think. Oh wait, maybe it's $124 on Pokemon Center for one of them. which is just a little not great. If I would rather be like, I don't know, just a little over 100 is probably the least I would like to pay for a box, but we'll see what happens. Because I want to open everything that starts coming out when it comes out for Pokemon. I think that'd be nice for you guys. See some new stuff when it comes out, but then also get to fill in the gaps, get the old stuff as well, and open that kind of stuff as well, especially Elite Trainer boxes. Anyway, again, rambling here. We're only on page 2, and we're already 48 minutes into the stream. I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna okay. So again, we got 2 now. I'm posting all of my older holo energies, maybe even the new ones at some point, but right now just the older ones. So $150 right now for both of my grass energies. I know. Oh, no way. Are they gonna do this to me again? I should have read the little message up there. I can't believe it, guys. They're gonna 2 streams in a row. I've been using TCGPlayer all day today. You're killing me, guys. I've been using it all day with no problems today. And now I'm not even using TCGPlayer Infinite for one, so I'm not sure why it's talking about that. Come on. Ugh. Okay, well that's too bad. We could have probably gotten through it if I didn't ramble so much. So the Alakazam's $150. It's a little higher right now than the market value, but it's going to go up, I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure it just crashed, so that's the only reason it's lower than that right now. All right, I'll just show you this way, I suppose. Thanks a lot, TCGPlayer. Again, you've seen the stuff, at least some of it. You can see the stuff I have here, at least most of it. Got the Lorcana decks, got 2 more of the Sparker Rebellion Star Wars packs. Lorcana decks are 2 Gaston, one's back here from Floodborn, 1 Scrooge, 3 Pongo, and Peter Pan. We also have the 2-player starter set from Sparker Rebellion there. We have a Palkia V-Star deck. Got the Quick Ball. That's pretty much all the sealed stuff, I think. Seen some of the... Actually, you've probably seen all the cheap cards. You've seen the Mewtwo, the Raw Samurott, the Dark Patches, the Canceling Colognes, the Gardenia's Vigors. I got 2 Hisuian Heavy Balls for, about market price, about 22 cents. But that's, again, that's something that's only on there because it's really, really useful. But as soon as it goes out of rotation, it's not going to be useful anymore. No one's going to care for it. So it is, about market price. It should go for about a quarter, in my opinion. 22 cents. I got 4 Switch cards, which are going, again, market price. They might actually be even a little lower. Some of my stuff is on the first page. Some of my stuff I have, even some of the sealed stuff maybe, is the first or second things listed, which is awesome. So I'm really, really hoping. And I'm not necessarily losing on that. I might be missing out on $1, or that's probably about all I'd really be missing out on, which is okay, because it's super, super worth the purchase. Because I'm still going to be making something because of these being auction cards for the most part, mainly everything being from the auction, except for, again, the prize pack cards, other than which were my own prize cards, other than the ones I got from my buddy. We got 2 trekking shoes, 2 Temple of Sinnohs, 3 Pokestops, got a still gift energy, a comfy, and a melodic. You saw the Curlias capturing aroma, and we got that Snorlax on Holo Rare you saw, and we also have 1 Crown Zenith Bidoof with the Carefree Countenance. And that will go with the what you'll see here. And we have some other cards here I took off, which here's the Mimikyu. We have it, but we took it off. Let me bring this a little closer here so I'm not like way off of the table. Took off that Go Felicity, the Muck. These were just on there for a day or so. Leopard, Magmortar there, Alchemy, Grimmsnarl, and the Mothim Reverse Holo Rares. The Dragapult could maybe, excuse me, go up. That's a Silver Tempest Hollow. He's worth about a quarter or something, I think. Dividers. The Trevenant is still on there, or maybe just taken off. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that Hollow Trevenant's still on or not. Or the Infernape, but he may be. Again, Hollows, that's Lost Origin, then Brilliant Stars, then the Lost Origin. Actually, that's Crown Zenith Absol. And there's those Dusk Noirs you saw on there, I think. Actually, yeah, so those are, I'm pretty sure those are on there. The Blastoise, Pokemon Go, Blastoise is still posted. The Chandelure, Hollow Chandelure is posted. The Hollow Snorlax there from Lost Origin, both of those. Pokemon Go, Blastoise, of course. Rapidash, Silver Tempest, that's still on there, and the Terrakion there. Silver Tempest as well, and also Silver Tempest Hollow Articuno. Got the Astral Radiance Reverse Hollow Hisuian Lilligant. That's another rare. I think these are all rares. And the Reverse Hollow Landorus. That's from Lost Origin. Then we got our Reverse Hollow Bead there from Crown Zenith. Got the Reverse Hollow Taurus you saw. You also saw that Landorus, I suppose. Now we got some. These are probably the best cards here. So feast your eyes, I guess, upon our Hollow Bosses orders. It's not like the first one you've ever seen. But if you need these, there you go. Reverse Hollow Bosses orders of the same Cyrus. We got our regular Hollow Beeburl with the Industrious Incisors, allowing you to draw until you have 5 cards in your hand once per turn. The Reverse Hollow, version of that. Got Raiding Greninja in there now. Just posted. He was posted just before I started the stream. Got the Hollow Drifloon, play Pokemon Drifloon in there. I might have that marked up like a few cents more than the market price because, come on, guys, it is the premier card of the Gardevoir EX deck, the Pro deck right now. Excuse me. It's the card you need to win, basically. It's a Hollow Stamp version right there. Bam. Hollow Stamp, and those came from Joey as well. Again, thank you, those two right there. Yeah. As well as the Hollow Manaphy that everyone needs in their deck. Again, everyone also uses the Ultra Balls, of course. Everyone uses Manaphy, right? And, of course, some people at least use the Switch cards. Got two Hollow Switch cards stamped. All those from our friend Joey, as well as the Superior Energy Retrieval regular card, non-hollow. Mine, though, here that I posted earlier, these were all just posted this morning. These were posted a day or so ago. Got 2 regular Forest Seal Stones. Got 1 regular Beeburl. Another of those Beeburls. Got 3 different ones of these then posted. The regular and the hollow, the reverse hollow, and the stamped unhollow there of that Beeburl. Almost enough for your deck. If only I had the hollow of the stamped, that would be fantastic. And then finally there, this is actually out of rotation, but Cinderace stamped. I'm not sure why it's worth so much, but it is, so he's on there. He's at the top as well because he's worth so much. But actually, Radiant Greninja is one of the best now. I think he was pretty good. Was he like $5 or something? Maybe even a little more. Let's see if we can do any TCG player things. I doubt it, but there it is. Okay, all right. Let's just go real quick through. Take a gander at the actual. Let's check this. So when you come here, I showed this last time just in case you're curious how to find my shop quickly. If you're on TCGPlayer homepage, if you go there, again TCGPlayer.com, and just hit the search bar with nothing in there, it'll bring you to just searching everything completely, and you'll get your filter thing on the side here. Find a seller right at the top there, and then just type in Nerds Templar, one word. It shows you I'm a person there. You can tell by the capitalized letters. There I am. Shop that seller. Location, Pennsylvania, USA. And there you have it. There we are back at the shop. and let us, maybe it was coming over to this that was the issue. I don't know. This view. But yeah, we saw all this stuff. We are still priced low to high here. All those, again, maybe some of these you didn't see when I just showed you here in person, but like those, some of those energies I still have to grab out of the portfolio, but they exist. So are they in here? They might be, nope, they're in here. At least this one, there's the hollow fighting energy. If you, oh wait, that's not the cool one, I guess. I think I did post, yeah, there's the 2 grass. There's our 2 water. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I do have 2 water on there. I'm going to have to change that. And then our 3 darkness, which I didn't post. And I do have 1 metal as well. I don't know if I posted that either. So don't buy 2 water energy from me. I'm going to have to change that. Actually, 1 second here. Oh, man, of course. All right, yeah, so saw this as well. There's those grass energies there. And let me just... Oh. Okay. Inventory. It will let us post 1 more thing, but I don't know what that would be. It might actually, maybe I do know. Where we have basic water. Okay. Only 1 of those. Maybe we'll put the metal energy on then. That makes sense. So I don't think I have that. Okay, back to what we were doing here before we lose connection again. There's the Lilligan. There's the Bidoof. Only 1 of him. Gift energy still there for now. Because as you can see, it's a little... Oh, that's what they were doing. Now you can see they finally put that finally happened. So sorry, you're actually paying an extra 5 cents now for the shipping. That's actually not something I can control. In fact, I had my shipping cost at 99 cents before for small stuff, but then I noticed that the lowest they always have everything is $1.22. So I just changed mine to that, and it's been that. But now they changed it to the lowest possible is $1.27. So yeah, sorry, that's a thing now. But 5 cents more. It's not like you don't pay that for every card. You're just paying that for the one shipping price, right? So yeah, and it's for only the small one changed. All the other shipping costs are whatever. I'm pretty sure they just are whatever people post it as for the medium, large, and giant or whatever they call them. There's the Absol. The Trevenant is still there. The Capturing Aroma still there for now. You know, those cards again. Capturing Aroma to just seeing if anyone needs it for their deck, kind of thing. There's our only 1 of those now, but there's that Articuno, about marked at a quarter there. Rapidash here, under the market price, probably still a little more expensive than at some places, but still, again, near mint hollow, only 20 cents. Again, think about that, near mint hollow, only 20 cents. If I could sell that in person, it would be being probably sold for 25 cents, and it's very possible someone would buy that and all the other cards at that price just because it was so cheap. And again, if someone were to do that, I might even mark it down from the 25 cents each to 20 cents each if you were to buy the entire bulk, and still at that point, it's the same price without the shipping and without me dealing with all that hassle. So bear that in mind with some of these prices. I know some places can somehow manage to do it lower. Maybe they just do it. So maybe the people who haven't sold much only do that way so they can get more sales early. Again, that's why some of my things, that's why I left a little lower. But some of them I just wasn't willing to part with that low because I think I can get a decent bit more. Temple of Sinnoh there. Absol. Tracky and Sui and Heavy Balls there. So 22, yeah, I thought that was maybe about what I had it at. not quite a quarter. It's actually under the market value at the moment, what they say market price is. This is the one right here that I was going to mention. And you've seen this premiered, at least even recently. Actually, you may have seen this on, I don't know when I pulled this. Maybe it wasn't on. It'll be in the upcoming probably month 2 of my top 10 pulls for month 2. But it is the Prize Pack Series 1 Darkness, Hollow Darkness Energy. Bam, near mint, because we just pulled this like a month ago, literally on stream. Or maybe we didn't pull it on stream, but I pulled it at the thing, put it back in the pack, brought it home, and then put it into my mini portfolio where everything was. And then once I realized how much that it was one of my most valuable cards I pulled, like all my other ones here that are stacked here right now, it's in a hard shell case along with other soft sleeves inside. 2 to be exact, the tight fitting one, the loose one, and then the hard shell. So 3 layer protection for that bad boy, near mint. There's not many of those. Yeah, so $6. That's actually cheaper than some. It's not the cheapest out there, but it probably is the cheapest near mint you're going to find. Just so you know. There's that fella. Might as well keep him out now. The only reason I would sell him, even though he's one of my most valuable and he was kind of top 10, he isn't anymore, is because it's a prize pack series. But I gotta say, guys, I have been recently very tempted to sell my Charizard for 100, 110, 120 bucks. Again, near mint, you saw that pulled. I could even send that out. Wow, you know what? Take a look at this guy real quick. Take a look at this guy real quick for me. Man, if only my camera was better. Like and subscribe, more importantly, please, guys. If I hit 50 subs, maybe I'll check and see if I can finagle something just through my PC to use my phone as my camera. But if I can get a few more subs, then I could just use my phone to stream on, and the camera will be much, 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 much better. I just need 8 more subs, guys, to hit 50. And if we get to 100, especially if we get to 100 quickly, then we're going to also start doing some giveaways. They might be small at first, but they will be giveaways nonetheless. And depending on how quickly we grow from there, from 100 onward, I'll do more and more giveaways at some speed. But anyway, take a look at the centering and maybe some other things that you card grade type people might know. Again, I'm sorry for the really bad camera and lighting, honestly, both. But you can pretty much tell the centering, to me, is like perfect, right? Look at that border. I don't know, guys. That's almost like a perfectly centered card. Perfectly cut. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty near perfect. That might be one. I don't know. Is that the kind of thing you guys think should be sent out for PSA testing? I would totally spend the whatever it would be worth to do that. If we would get like 3 times more for this thing, I would totally do that. And then I would probably definitely sell it. And I would do that in the hopes that, you know, in the future, as we can start ramping up and as we can sell and we can buy more stuff, that hopefully we can pull more good cards instead of, you know, just plodding along here and there with small things. Get something big, get a couple really good cards, be able to sell off some of those really good cards to buy some more good products that get us more really good cards. But since we already have some of the really good cards, some more of the really good cards end up being duplicates, sellable or keepable. And I don't know. I guess I'm starting to give away. It's okay because I think it's not a scheme it's a scheme that anyone can use. It's not going to hurt anybody to use it. Maybe it's not a good scheme, but I think maybe it's the way to go. We'll see. Anywho, yeah, Cuppy, Blastoise, you saw him. Boss's Orders, you saw all those. Well, both of those. There's the Snorlax still. Energy retrieval from our friend Drifloon as well. The holo there, $1 for the holo. Worth it in my opinion. It's a great card. It's you have $6 market, so again, you're gonna probably maybe find a couple that are a little lower than mine. Again, you're dealing with my shipping. My dog's twitching away over there in her sleep as usual. That's her. You hear that? She didn't do it again. She might. Just give her a moment. She's over on the big couch now. She's not right behind me. We were up very early this morning because of loud trucks. And I actually saw the skunk that's been terrorizing us in the middle of the night and stinking up my whole house. Saw him. He didn't stink the house up this time though. He didn't spray even though I turned the light on and walked out the door, saw him there, started yelling at him. And then I went back in because I didn't want to get sprayed. He was relatively close, but I didn't want him staying around. But now I know I'm going to tell my neighbor who has the little pellet gun to get him. Been telling him about 4 in the morning. Wake up and go out and watch for him. He might be making his round up toward your house. I don't have anything like that. I also don't have the heart to do it, even though I just can't stand neither the smell nor the damage they do. The damage is the problem, the real problem. But yeah, man, middle of the night, I mean, just like the most potent skunk smell you can imagine. Like he just sprayed right outside my open window. Oh, try to sleep through that. 2:30 one morning, I was up, couldn't go back to sleep. This morning, because of the trucks and I being up early, Sydney the dog was up over where she is now on the big couch, but she wasn't sleeping. And she's actually the one that saw the skunk out the open window in the middle of the night at 3:30 and 4 in the morning. At that point, close to 4 in the morning, out the window near the garden. He wasn't in it though. He just because if I look out this window right here, I see my nice big homestead garden full of peppers, tomatoes, and cucumbers, with pots of peppers surrounding it, with some tomatoes. But he wasn't in the garden. I don't think. He was just coming through that direction, because by the time I saw him, he was way over on that side of the yard, and that was like immediately after my dog jumped up and started staring out the window like somebody was there, something or somebody. So that's why I looked. So she's the one. She did it. Good on her for doing something useful for once. But yeah, 136 for the Pokestops. A little higher than market price, but that I think is maybe going to go up. That might also be already going up. What other people are listing it at. There's the Manaphy. Oh, again, only $1 for the Hala. Again, and that's not the Drifloon. The Drifloon's super useful. I mean, it's super important for the Gardevoir EX deck, but Manaphy's like in almost every deck. It's in my deck. It's funny because I was jonesing for it. I was searching so hard for a Manaphy. Finally got one that I had to just pull myself from the auction lot. Only had one of them from there. That's the one I used at the last tournament. Finally had a Manaphy. Wasn't really too useful for me, I guess, but I didn't play any decks I super needed it, I suppose. Against any. Well, at least by the time I could get him out. I could have used him against Greninja, I suppose. Greninja EX, he would have been extremely useful to have on the bench. I had him out later, but I didn't need him at that point. The damage had already been done. But he's in like everyone's deck. Then I found him so the tournament finishes, this past one, when I finally had him, I'm opening my prize packs. Boom, there's an unhollow Manaphy in the prize pack. Of course, after I already get one. Now I finally get one in the prize pack, another one. And then my friend, like I mentioned, my friend Joey there, hands me his whole stack of cards, and I'm looking through theirs, and boom, there's a hollow Manaphy. Are you kidding me? Yeah, but there it is for you guys. There's the hollow Manaphy from him for you guys, courtesy of Joey. Be sure to thank him in the comments or whatever. There's all our Bieber rolls there, 2 of them at least, I guess, not the stamped one. There's my unhollow stamped Forest Seal stones, $1.25 each. Relatively high on the B barrels there, but I mean, they're big. They're used in a bunch of decks that are looking for card draw. There's the prize pack one. Surprisingly, well, it is just the unhollow, but it is surprisingly lower than the regular. Not much, but it is lower. Actually, mine is much lower. Just saying, mine's much lower than the market price. It's probably based on the price of other people, though. Cinderace there again was one of the best cards we had. Now really not so much. We have a lot of, because of those energies and stuff, we have a lot of better cards that I've now posted. But the Cinderace still not bad. Market price 296. I just made it a flat 3. Sorry. I guess maybe I should bump it down instead of doing that to like a flat 290 or something, 285. There's our Radiant Greninja, $5, like I thought. Because it is a little higher than the market price, but actually they're being sold, I think, pretty high right now. Got our Switch cards that I'm selling a little lower. I think actually I'm looking pretty good on the as far as prices go for the Switch cart. Again, it's hard to tell because of the actually no, never mind. Am I on here somewhere? Yeah, I'm on the first page at least. That's pretty cool. Oh, sorry, couldn't see what I was doing. There you go, first page. There's the Switch cart. That's the stamped hollow Switch cart there. Near mint hollows, $4 plus the shipping there. First page, we made it. It's one of them. We have several that are like that, of course. There's the Greninja. Since I missed all this, there's him down here, and go back to this page. I don't think you missed much. We'll go just back to this page and go scroll quick through it quickly. Yeah, the Rapidash, Sinnoh, Tracky, and all those things. There's that cool. I don't know, maybe I didn't show you that. That's maybe when I switched over. Oh yeah, I was showing you the Charizard, that's right. So it was right there. So the Blastoise, those guys there, Boss's Orders. Superior Energy, the Drifloon, Buck there. Switch cards, the normal Switch cards again there. 4 of those that I have right now, $1.10. Maybe I'll even bump that down to $1 because I love you guys and I want someone to buy some of this stuff. I really don't want to go lower than $1.50 on Alakazam, shiny Alakazam EX from Paldean Fates. I mean, come on, guys. I could get like 3+ for that probably in person if I just set that out there with a little $3 sticker on it. Somebody who doesn't have it, I mean, you're paying a little bit of a premium to get it. You know, you getting it in person right there, smack dab in front of you. You're seeing the product. You're not waiting for anything. You don't have to worry about the shipping, any of that. You don't have to worry about paying the shipping or the actual process of the shipping, anything happening. You just bam, make the purchase right there, $3. So just think about that again when you're seeing some of these that are higher. Pokestop, the Manaphy there, the Hollow Manaphy from Joey. Beaver rolls that are the unstamped ones. My older Forest Seal Stones, those were pulled a while back, and some of our older prize packs. We've been to 3 tournaments now. We played in 4, been to 3 different days. We had 2 in one day. The second time I went. Also, one time I went and spectated, and I got a couple prize packs for hanging out with the guys. The stamp Beaver roll there. Cinderace, like I mentioned, $3 there. Out of standard rotation. There's the Radiant Greninja again. Our only Lorcana card right now I was thinking about, because I have a spot now, I'll probably use it for the Metal Energy stamped one. But I was thinking about, I have 2 other Disney Lorcana cards I could maybe post that are worth something. I went with the Sisu because it's just a rare. It's something that I'll probably get in the future. I don't have it because I do actually have my Lorcana binder started with like all the sets like I do with Pokemon, because I am going to try to master set those, at least the unhollow versions, and at least like obviously not enchanteds or anything like that, but at least get up to, and maybe not even the legendaries, who knows. Probably try to get the legendaries at some point. They probably shouldn't be too bad, some of them at least. But the Sisu is worth so much that I figured I would sell the first one I have. At some point, I'm sure I'll pull another one. It's just a rare, like I said. So at some point we'll get another, and at some point I'll just put it into my collection. But this one I think we're going to sell, so I am. But because I have one, at least I have some of their Lorcana products in these sealed things, which I boosted the prices of again, because again, guys, I can sell these things. I guarantee I couldn't get them. I couldn't get 15 for them at my yard sale. But if I do some collection trade show things, collection expos, not really trade shows, collection expos, for people to come and buy stuff, basically like a mini collection flea market thing. Maybe I couldn't get 15, but 10, I'd almost guarantee I'd get 10 for them. So all of them are now priced at 10. This one's actually worth 10. It's a little under market value. I kind of did that because these are over market value. But there's those 2 more of the Spark Rebellion packs left. I think I actually went a little lower on that than I was. I had bumped it up. I think then I bumped it down a tad. Here's the 2 remaining Temporal Forces Build and Battle boxes, which who knows how long I'll keep those on there, guys. Because I'll tell you what, I don't know how much I'll actually make off of that when all is said and done. So it might be more beneficial, this is what I'm thinking, to use that as one of my Tuesday opening products. Have 4 packs to open, have a cool showing of whatever the promo is inside, and if we pull a Matang promo, then I'll actually sell that thing on TCGPlayer. I know there's a guy, if you click on this, actually let's just do it, why not? He'll probably still be on there the first thing because I think he has a bunch of them. Yeah, it's a ton of all of these. Real good deal. I see this shop all over the place selling stuff. 99.8. They probably, because they have so many sales though. They're selling for a little under $5 here. Which basically means you got to buy this plus something else basically to get the free shipping from them. But and actually, yeah, take a look at that. The Matang promo is in fact, along with the Miraidon, the cheap ones, even though Matang is the one that everyone wants to use. I guess for Alligator might also be decent, but I don't think it's worth as much as he has it here for. I don't know. You might see my Matang if I do the same thing, which I probably would do the same thing unopened like this, because I don't need to open it. It would be nice if you were able to know which one it is in there, which deck it is, that is, which MIDI deck could be the future or the ancient version. But at least either way, you know you're getting almost the same cards. You're at least getting the Matang that matters and his evolution line, which is the important part. So I don't think there's any other cards in those that are too important. I mean, give or take here and there a few cents, I'm sure, difference. And who knows, maybe even if we pull the other ones, I might even sell those. I would maybe be tempted to keep the Feraligatr because I love Feraligatr. Who doesn't? And I think they've been on point with the cool Feraligatr evolution line artworks. For some reason, I just like when you swim around in the water like that. It makes them look pretty cool. They have some really nice Croconaw arts out there. But look at this. I mean, if I could sell it for the $14.50. I actually thought it was at $14, but $14.50. Oh wait, no, never mind. There you go. That's why, because we were looking at all of them. Yeah. So maybe if I could get it for that, it would be worth it. Plus that shipping. I'm sorry, it wasn't the shipping for the small product. It was shipping for the medium-sized product. The third of 4 sizes, I should say, which is the $9.99 shipping. It is relatively bulky, but it's not too bad. Surprisingly, it's that because, oh, never mind. Yeah, so is the quick ball here. And so is all this stuff. Never mind. Everything here, except the decks. That's right. That is what it should be, because these are the kind of things that for some reason, the booster, boosters and decks, I guess, are normally shipped at the same rate, even though whenever I posted these, as you can see here, even though whenever someone bought these from me, they got them at the $1.22 shipping price somehow. So I don't know, maybe it was because I hadn't updated the shipping price on that particularly or something. Anyway, let's finally get to this last page. Yeesh. Just one thing, just this Spark Rebellion 2-player starter set. And if I'm telling you what, guys, if this doesn't go soon, then the price is going to go up, because boom, number 2 on here. Number 2. Actually, this guy just posted his, so this guy just undercut everybody, including me, today, or maybe late yesterday or something, because I was just looking at this. Nerdables, great, trying to half steal my name too there. I say as he has 1,297 sales. 99.8% though, guys. I don't know. Buy the one from me instead of the 3 from him. It's going to a better cause, I promise. It is. You can see the pictures there. You can even know because of my streams. That's my good old wooden table that you're looking at right now on the stream down here. That's the standard collection binder that's also sitting right next to me, my Pokemon collection. Yeah, so it might go up because it looks like it's gonna start climbing back up. It might climb back up toward $30 as it is the first set of Star Wars, and their second one is coming out now. And if it starts picking up in popularity a little bit, we can see this thing probably start going up. I'm not saying it's going to skyrocket, but I would imagine it at least climb back up to $30. So, that being said, oh yeah, okay, so everything is a base. I don't know how his is still $1.22, but a base of $1.27 shipping probably, unless he just did that himself for this size product, made it $1.22. But yeah, that's why that might be posted a little higher in the future. If you want to get it now while it's still a little cheap, go for it. Do it, please. Be my second sale. Boost me to level 2. And then 400 more products will be posted here. Yes. A lot of them being these guys, obviously. Since we're showing them off here. Got really dark. I guess it was because I turned that light off. Yeah, so these are not even 50, so there's 33 cards there, not counting the Alakazam in the back who's already posted. Yeah, 33 more. We got plenty of other cards to post too. Plenty of other ones that are even more valuable, honestly. Once we have more room, I'm going to start posting like Sun and Moon bulk. Even some earlier stuff than that I can do. I'm even going to do, I have that big stack of base set 2. We got to post a bunch of that. It's not like a bunch of holo rares or anything, but we have a couple rares and we have a bunch of uncommons and commons, some pretty decent ones. So anyone looking for, I don't know if you want a bunch of bulk of base set 2, or if you're looking for some specific ones to finish a collection, or looking to start your base set 2 collection at some point, once we have enough, maybe it'll take, once we hit level 3 and can post 50,000 things to do that. But eventually we're going to post all that. That'll be great. And you know what? One more thing before we head out, because I meant to not go over an hour with these streams, but since I've been rambling so much about other stuff, which again, you guys are used to, this is a more chill stream anyway, so it's not as big of a deal. Yeah, I was going to show eBay stuff real quick. Not posted yet, but stuff I will be posting, I want to post and will be posting, especially hopefully soon, because they allow you a certain amount of posts a month, and we're getting toward the end of July here, and I haven't used any of mine, so I'm going to hopefully post as many things as I can before the end of the month. I've shown these one time before. We're starting off here with some Space Jam cards. Nothing too crazy. The best way to show these, I guess, like I usually show stuff like this. Sideways one's always a little harder. Some of them probably kind of cheap. Some of them a little better, like Charles there. The better ones I'll probably sell singularly. I don't think I'll sell those stickers. Never mind those. Maybe at some point I'll post them. Who knows? Interesting robot from Lost in Space there. Textured card. Yeah, but the good ones I'll sell in singles, like that LeBron. Other ones, like the full Space Jam lot, other than good ones of those, I'll just sell all the cheaper ones together, probably on eBay. Stickers. Those are the only ones I got, but those are awesome. I think this Hogan for President Nitro card's decent. Not sure about this Sting there. Could be good though. A couple other wrestling cards here. These are some of those, just like the Artbox Pokemon ones, made by Artbox there. Commissioner Foley, got The Rock and Shane McMahon there. Got Matt Hardy on a ladder at SummerSlam. A couple of these empty sticker cards from Pokemon, but they do have these on the back, which is probably why I'm going to sell them. Not sure if I will sell these cards or not. Probably will, because they came in the auction bulk, even though they weren't supposed to. They were just random, 2 random Yu-Gi-Oh cards that were in there. Whatever. It was in a giant bulk, so just accidentally put in there. It's fine, but with me, because the prices were not terrible. They're kind of newer cards. They're nothing crazy. I might sell them just because I did get them at the auction. But again, we are starting to collect Yu-Gi-Oh again, so the cards that are sitting here that are my own, the last small remnants of my own collection, I won't be selling off unless I sell off maybe. I don't even think I would sell off the fake ones, not only because they're, even if I would advertise them as, obviously being fake, not only because they are fake and you don't really want to sell fake products, even if you're telling people that they're obviously fake, but also because they're a little nostalgic for me, being that my late grandmother got me them for Christmas, packs of them for Christmas one day. I don't know if they're like fake. They're fake, but they're like, I don't know. They were in packs. I don't know where in the world she got them. I have no idea, but maybe we'll check them out in a second. This did not come from one of those, because you'll see the difference in a moment. This is from one of the tins from back in the day, back in the mid 2000s. Probably one of those tins that are worth, in the mid $500 or so dollars, maybe. Color test print there, first edition even to boot. I haven't seen any of these on eBay with a first edition mark like that. It has the border of the stamp, but not the whole thing. I've seen some without, some with the stamp, some without the stamp. Some I've seen a couple with the border broken like this, but I've seen none that have some first edition on them. And a random football card. One of the only good football cards we pulled. I still didn't post a video when I pulled this though, so spoiler alert, I suppose. Not that it's worth anything. It's worth as much as honestly any other card. It's $1. And then this Ash Ketchum insert though. Speaking of inserts, this isn't an insert. I guess that's an alternative like variant. I think that's what they call them. Yeah, variants. This is a Topps insert Ash Ketchum. Heroes Villains #1, baby. Ash Ketchum. Not near mint. I mean, maybe a little bit of corner damage. We are talking about 25, 30-year-old card now, 25-year-old card. So, but yeah, awesome card. Almost, but not as awesome as the color test print. I think this goes for like $20 there on eBay. This thing I think goes from anywhere from like 100 to 300 or something. I think I'm going to go for. I'm going to try to get 300 for it. If anyone out there, 300 or better offer, guys. Right now, that's the running offer right now for the Yu-Gi-Oh test print. This one, even though it's old, it's from again it wouldn't be 25. It wouldn't be as old as the game, but it would be 20 or so, I would say, because I don't even think I collected into after 2005. I think probably around 2005 is when I stopped. 25 or 6, probably not even that late though. So it was as early as that. Came from a tin, I'm assuming, because like most of the things I purchased were starter decks and those tins, like the Kaiba and the Yugi tins. I got Joey tins, probably a Pegasus tin. I got a bunch of those tins. I was just looking at all of the stuff on TCGPlayer. They're all like out of stock, all those old tins, but I was seeing them, all the images. I'm like, yep, had that one. I'm like, man, Where did all that stuff go? I think I just gave it all away. Pretty sure I actually gave all those away. It's really sad because I had a ton of cards, maybe about as much as Pokemon, maybe a little less because my sister didn't collect Yu-Gi-Oh. But yeah, if you wanna offer 300 for that, I will post it and you can buy it on eBay. In fact, you know what? I'm probably just gonna end up doing it, and whoever does want it for 300 can buy it on eBay. Go there, keep checking the store. Eventually, it'll be on there. It's as legit as I can tell you it gets because again, it came from I pulled it myself from a tin, from a pack, from a tin. I was like, what in the world is this? I didn't think anything of it at the time. I'm kind of like, dang, I missed out on a card, and I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be my rare card because I'm pretty sure it was the last one I got in the pack, and I don't know if I got the rare, but it's rarer than the rare probably. I can't exactly remember the circumstances, so don't quote me on all that. But for some reason I remember being slightly disappointed, but then also like that's kind of interesting, but then also not understanding the value of that's not necessarily a misprint, but not understanding the value of misprints, we'll just say misprint adjacent cards. Okay. Anywho, that's it, guys. I guess I was going to show maybe a couple other. I don't know where they are now. Never mind. I'm going to do football cards as well, probably on eBay. We'll probably end up doing some bulk lots of those of different series together. I was going to show here are those fake cards. I have no idea. No idea. Maybe you guys have some idea where these could have come from, with the weird names and the really oddly worded text. Got all the cool characters though. Even the Hungry Burger. So yeah, those of course are not all the cards that are in here. This one's completely different. See that one? That one's totally different. Actually, this one's looks more like a fake card. Either that or no, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just a fake card. It doesn't have a series thing on it. Oh, there you go. It also says Yu-Gi-Oh in both places. That's hilarious. But so that one is actually different than all those other fake ones. I don't know where that one came from. But these are all my own. Yeah, I have no idea where that came from. These are all my own cards. Definitely real. Definitely old. Not necessarily from boosters. Oh, I do. Okay, I was wondering. I saw that on one of the games recently. Cards flying by and a Neobug flew by. I'm like, oh, I remember loving that card, and I was hoping I figured I didn't have it anymore, but I do. I have a lot of good for cost cards because this was almost. It seems like it was almost a deck I was using at the very end of things, but not quite. Maybe. Who knows? Some of these cards are cool though. It may have been a deck I was using because I was just such a doofus that this is the kind of deck I would put together. Wait. Yeah, I don't have a Buster Blader to use with Skilled White Magician. Pretty sure. I don't think I do. Yeah, a lot of good cards. Maybe some relatively valuable. I know we have some. I know we have some that are. There's one coming up here. I'm gonna. It's gonna be right here coming up. Yeah, some of these are from the actual booster packs though, instead of just tins or decks, such as our Harpy's Feather Duster there. Awesome, awesome card. One of the better ones. That one, I don't know. I could be tempted to post something like that for sale, I guess. SDD? Is that a starter deck of somebody's? I don't know who D would be though. Anyway, yeah. Got our whoop. BPT, Blue Eyes, Hollow. BPT, probably a tin again. Had a lot of Kaiba tins. Had a lot of Yugi tins. This is from the second Yugi starter deck, not the original one, but the second they came out with like a year or two after the first Summon Skull. Yeah, some of these I am curious about because like this reran, I think it was one of my first pulls ever. MRL. It is from, I think MRL is one of the actual boosters, right? This is one of my last pulls ever. XY Dragon Cannon. Yeah, MFC, Magician's Force, right? Red Eyes there from Joey. Yeah, SD1EN. Very damaged Robotic Knight there. Drop Off, remember good old Drop Off. Judgment Darkhold, I love Darkhold. That's such a good card. Actually, you know what? I was trying to look up decks on TCGPlayer, and I think I actually saw a lot of decks with Darkhold, but it was so hard. It was so confusing. I'm not sure like what is played traditional. Should I look for a traditional deck? Should I look for a speed duel deck? Should I look for an advanced deck? I don't even know if that was like an option or not. There's so many different formats. I know there's GOAT format. I'm kind of thinking that has something to do with scapegoats. Yeah, anyway, that's that. A couple more at the end there. This is Trial of Nightmare. It's not the misprint version, unfortunately. But it is from Legend of Blue Eyes. As well as the hard armor. Invasion of Chaos is where those Chopmen were from. Several of these. I mean, maybe about half of them were from booster packs, sets themselves. I never got a box, obviously, but I buy packs or like retail packs and whatnot. They'd always have those. I think actually the music shop I heard recently from my grandmother was telling me about it. I don't remember going there, but I remember going there later in life when I was a guitar player and stuff. But I don't remember going there. Apparently, my grandparents or whatnot used to take me there for Yu-Gi-Oh packs, so he must have had booster boxes there. Yo, what's up, Terry Ratcliffe? I'm sorry you caught me at the very end of the stream. I should have been done an hour ago, but I am still here. But I do appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. We were just chilling, checking out some stuff for sale that I got on TCGPlayer here. Stuff you see on the camera there is not posted, but could be posted. I can only post 100 things currently. You see on the side there, Nerds Templar. 1 sale, which means I'm a level 1 seller of 4 levels. There's only 4 levels. Not a whole lot of selling needed to get there. We just need 1 more sale to make it to level 2. I can post 400 more items when that happens, but for now, we do have 100 items. And all of those are posted. Actually, 99 now because I had to take 1 thing off. Will be replaced. But yeah, it's coming together. I think the shop. I'm gonna probably be taking off some of these unhollow rares that are kind of cheap. Those will probably be coming off soonish. So if anything really catches you or anyone's eye, I would make the purchase now, post haste. And of course, I can only ship to US for now. But these more expensive ones, they'll definitely be on here. Any of the prize cards, they'll be on here for a bit. Dusknoir, probably not. Infernape will probably be gone. Gardenia's Vigor. Some of these trainers that are being used right now and only going to be used for like another bit less than a year, I'd like to keep on here, but I don't know if I'll keep those on. Chandelure, Magnezone will probably stay because of its deck exclusivity. Chandelure might go, although it is posted 25 cents. That's not too bad right now. It's well above market price. Maybe I will take that one off. Dark Patches again being used right now. Grass Energy, Hollow promo or Hollow prize pack card. Lilligant there probably going to stay on. Bidoof going to stay on. Gift Energy might leave. Bede's going to stay. Absol might, yeah, Absol and Trevenant probably going to go. Same with the Capturing Aroma. Adaman would go, but he's another deck exclusive. I kind of like to get rid of those. I only have a few of those deck exclusive ones. If anyone needs to, if anyone would like the unhollow version of these cards, or just want to, for some reason, need to remake their own starter decks or whatever, structured decks. Had 2 of these waters posted. I only have one, so because I thought one of the darkness was a water. 3 darkness, 1 water, and I have a metal, so I'll probably end up posting the metal, hollow metal energy as well, stamped. Articuno, hollow, probably going to keep the Articuno on there, maybe. Maybe not, actually, because it's Articuno, and in my opinion, should be worth more than 25 cents. Should be worth more than a quarter. A hollow Kuno. Got a Rapidash on there. Should be worth more in my opinion, but might stay. Temple of Sinnoh may or may not stay on there. Absol, same. Terrakion, same, but he is the he's the hollow foil, reverse hollow foil. Oh no, I guess he's just a regular hollow rare. Yeah. May or may not stay then in that case. Same with the Absol. Hisuian Heavy Balls will probably stay, even though, yeah, they'll stay. I hope they get sold and used before they rotate out of standard. Only 2 of those. This guy will definitely be staying. It's one of my more expensive cards posted on here right now. The oldest of the prize packs, the things labeled as prize packs, Darkness Energy there. Hollow, near mint, just pulled about a month or so ago, and then placed in a pack. So nice and mint. Hollow, $6 flat. It's actually cheaper than some other ones. Let's check that one real quick. I didn't check that one before. The other people's postings of that. Thought I'd be up here. I'm not on the first page. Okay. Oh, that's because, yeah, never mind. Let's look at the hollows, because there's only 12 of these, so I have to be on the first page pretty much. And I am there. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I am the first near mint that's listed. So there you have it. Go buy that. Can buy this guy's too, and then you'd have 2 hollow darkness energies at near mint. You can buy that guy's as well. Then you have 3. You could have 4, 5. I don't know how many you need for Charizard. 6. There's 7 near mint versions posted right now that you can get. And then maybe if you need a couple more, there's these other lightly played ones. 8, 9, 10. There's 11 good ones, and then there's 1 bad one. Just enough for a deck. Comfy will stay because it's used for now. Blastoise will probably stay, although again, that's the kind of one that I could probably get a little more for in person. At least get 50 cents for without dealing with any of the other hassle, which is actually what the market price is. So I could probably honestly get more than that because it's the market price and it's a Blastoise. And eventually, maybe at some point in the future, people will be like, you remember that Pokemon Go set? That was a pretty cool set, even though people really don't care about it now and it was overproduced, I think. Boss's Orders, of course, will stay. The Hollow Snorlax will probably stay, but again, who doesn't love Snorlax? Superior Energy Retrieval, the stamped ones, they'll all stay. Switch Cart will stay on there. Alakazam EX will stay on there for now until I decide that I'm going to sell it in person for $3. Pokestops will stay. Manaphy will stay. Stamped again there. Beeberals will stay. They're used. The Forest Sealstone and the stamped Beeberal. Cinderace will stay as well. All these will probably stay up here at the top. Yeah, Radiant Greninja Switch Card. Just posted the Sisu from Disney Lorcana, just so you all know that I'm not crazy here. This is actually, well, you can just see there even the market value is right there, 587. Where are we as compare? I mean, we're 3rd on the list right here. And again, that's one of the ones. The only reason I did, not because I don't like Lorcana or anything, or I don't want the card or something like that, but just because again I was hoping maybe that would be something that, because it's such a good price, I was hoping it's something that I could post for a bit closer to the market, even a little lower than the market value, to entice somebody to actually buy it. Hey, thanks, Terry. Thanks for chilling. You have a good one, too. If you subbed, thank you so much. If you liked the video, also thank you so much. I'll see you in the future, hopefully. Peace out, man. And thank you all for chilling with me. here's the rest of the stuff. That's all obviously going to stay, unless the only thing that wouldn't stay is probably the Temporal Forces build and battle boxes. If, as I decide to open them by myself, at least one of them will go. We'll see about the other ones. For now, thanks for chilling. This has been the Quartermaster stream. I will see you tomorrow for the big Pokemon collection, TCG collection stream, 5:30 p.m. Eastern. That's that. Peace out, guys. I'm Randy, Nerds Templar. Oh yeah, by the way, we will be opening an Elite Trainer box tomorrow. Battle Styles, Rapid Strike, Urishifu. Join me for that. Later.